5 starts right now.
It is the much anticipated meeting between President Trump and President Vladimir Putin. Just hours from now, the two world leaders will sit down face to face, what they hope to accomplish today.
Also this morning, Charlotte City Council members still divided over whether or not to host the 2020 GOP convention. We hear why the Democratic mayor and a few council members say they support the decision.
And we're learning more details this morning about a shooting at a fast food restaurant drive-thru. What police believe was the motive and the car they are now looking for. And good morning. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kimberly Vanskoy.
And I'm Margaret Johnson in for Devontae McKenneth. A big story this morning, President Trump and Vladimir Putin summit in Finland. President Trump started his morning off with a working breakfast with the president of Finland. He told Finland's leader that he respects his country and believes that they have a good personal relationship. Nicole Killian will join us in just a few minutes with what we can expect from President Trump and Vladimir Putin's face-to-face meeting.
Yeah, first, though, we do want to get you caught up on the weather. And I noticed Carly, who is in for Brian this morning, a lot of thunder and lightning on the way in.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a lightning show this morning. Had one of those little storms. You can see all that lightning right there, but it has already even fizzled out. So it didn't last too long, maybe about 45 minutes. Had some of those heavy downpours as well. But since then, kind of moved on out, dissipated, become a bit more widespread as far as the rain. So no severe activity out there right now. Enough to make you use the windshield wipers this morning. Give yourself just a few extra minutes if you're especially headed out east. But down to the south, kind of starting to see that break apart as well. So we'll really increase that rain chance later this afternoon. Also, if you're headed out towards the west into the mountains, seeing some of those stronger, heavier downpours, but still no severe activity. Just seeing some of that heavy rain out there this morning. Also in the mountains, have a bit of some reduced visibility. It's very muggy outside. You will definitely feel it once you step out the door. Down to about 4 miles in Galax, less than half a mile to Jefferson. So definitely be careful if you're headed out to the west, also into the mountains. Use the low beam headlights, windshield wipers, and give yourself a few extra minutes as well. Here's a look at that hour-by-hour forecast, even by about the next couple of hours. 8:30, starting to see some of that activity kind of fizzle on out. So we get a little bit of a break. We're not done with it just yet, though. Even by lunchtime, starting to see those next rounds of the rain and the storms make their way out west. They will continue to push east as we go throughout today, becoming a bit more widespread and giving us a little more rain coverage, because I know a lot of us really need and also want the rain. Seeing those isolated storms possible as we go throughout this evening. Even as we go into Tuesday, we still keep the rain chances around. So we'll take a look at that and also how much we could be expecting by the end of this week in just a few minutes.
New this morning, it appears someone smashed through the entrance of a pawn shop in Winston-Salem. We saw people sweeping up at Cash Pawn on Peters Creek Parkway overnight. You can see them right there. Now, police are not saying exactly what happened here just yet.
Happening now at 5:03 this Monday morning, a man is fighting for his life after shooting at a fast food drive-thru in Winston-Salem. Now, this happened during an argument in the drive-thru line of Cookout on Peters Creek Parkway. It was yesterday morning. Officers say a 26-year-old man was shot in the head and neck, and the suspect took off in a silver Dodge Charger. You're asked to call police if you have any information that can help.
2 deputies are recovering this morning. They say that a man stabbed them during an arrest. It happened outside of a home on Crestwick Road on Friday. Deputies say Clarence Harris assaulted a person inside the home before walking outside. They say he then used an edged weapon to stab Lieutenant Kevin Walton and hurt Detective Joshua Santiago. Harris is facing charges for resisting officers and assault with a deadly weapon with intent to kill. In Burlington, police believe they have solved a string of robberies in the city. 51-year-old Floyd Stewart is accused of robbery and attempted robbery. Police say that he robbed an AutoZone on Friday and attempted to rob Cruisers Marketplace Saturday morning, but